Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Canning Nana. Today I am making a pot roast, classic Sunday pot roast in the crock pot. So, going to show you, because I've already started this, I have almost a 3 pound chuck roast in there. Pretty big, pretty thick. Look at how big that is. That's pretty good size. I plan on canning some of the leftovers of this. So what I'm going to do is this has been cooking for just a little bit. I braised it first. I sauteed some onion and some garlic in butter, and I added that to here. I had one box container of beef broth, not stock. And I added to that 2 cups of water and some better than bouillon beef flavor that is absolutely amazing. It tastes really good. You can adjust the flavor. Don't add too much at first. You don't want it really salty, and that's what I like about better than bouillon is it's not salty at all. There's not a lot of sodium in it. It's just pure beef flavor, and it just makes your soups or stews or your pot roast come out amazingly well. It's just so delicious. So to this, I'm going to add about 3 cups of carrots that I have right here. These are fresh. You can do all of this with canned ingredients. Everything, I have all of this in canned ingredients, and you can do it. It comes out wonderful. I decided to do this with a fresh pot roast that I got just yesterday. And I have fresh vegetables on hand. I'm going to save my cans, my jars that I've done. But I do have beef that's canned. So what I would do is, probably in the crock pot, with beef broth and the juice from the can, is I would add it to my crock pot, add a couple cans of carrots, some dehydrated onions, and some canned potatoes or dehydrated potatoes, whatever I have on hand, and some fresh garlic or dehydrated garlic, whatever you have, and it will come out and be very, very good. You can use your beef broth. You can add water with better than bouillon, and it will taste pretty much the same. It comes out that good. Okay, so I'll have to do that for you guys one day. But today is the fresh classic pot roast. So I'm going to be adding my carrots. Oops, there's one more in there. I'm going to be adding potatoes, and I cut up, these are russet potatoes. I took the skin off of them. I don't normally do that, but I did this time. And I waited until my water was really hot, almost boiling in the crock pot. So this has been on just the meat and the broth, probably for about 2 hours. And I can smell it. It smells really good. That's why I put a little bit of the onions in first and some garlic. I did put some Lari seasoned pepper in it. I did not put any seasoned salt in it. And that's because of the beef broth and then the better than bouillon. So I get all my potatoes in there. And then I'm going to start adding my onions. And I chopped up, I think, 2 large onion, just in chunks, just like this. Because when you're cooking them, they're going to fall apart. And I think I added more onion, probably than, I think that's all I'll do. Probably than I needed to. I think I need more potatoes. Now, at the end of this, there's a lot of liquid in here, and that's how I like it to can it. So at the end of this, I'm going to take what I need in a separate pot, and I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch to it, or some beef gravy mix that I use with Watkins, which is a powder, and it'll just thicken it. That's just what I want to do. Now, you can't can it that way. You can with the Watkins, but you cannot if you use cornstarch. You don't want to can it with cornstarch. So that's why I wait until this is completely done and I know how much I'm going to be using for dinner for us. And then when I go to can it, that'll be separate. So I will put aside what I need and then add a thickener to it if it needs to. I'm going to cook this down, so it will be a little bit watery, but not a whole lot. You can also use potato flakes or some mashed potato powder to thicken this if you want to. It won't change the flavor because you've already got potatoes in there. You can thicken it with whatever you want. Just be sure you're not canning it with any kind of cornstarch or milk product or anything like that. And that's dinner. I will bring you guys along for the finished product later on. And hope you guys have a great day. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And watch for our big 5,500 plus giveaway coming this week. Thanks for watching, guys.